just making it here to the job of the day. This morning we're actually doing something a bit different, starting a pretty big project at this house here. We've actually done a lot of tree work here. If you guys have been keeping up with the videos, you know we knocked out a huge project in the front, cleaned up all this area on that side, knocked out a bunch of trees in the back. But today we're actually here to spread these rocks on a path he has behind this fence line. I'll go back there and show you guys in a sec. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this grapple. We'll connect that small shovel there. Then I'll load up our little gator. We'll head back there so I can show you guys the complete path. It's a pretty long path. It's going to take us multiple days, especially since all we have is the mini and the gator. But we do have a bunch of mats set up there on the grass just so we don't mess it up. Right now I'll get that load into the gator and we'll head back there so the guys can get started. Either way, they're passing the blower right now, getting everything ready to go. So let's get this first load on here and then I'll show you guys a bit more of the path. I got the first load on there. Pretty sure this is way too much for this car. Rock is super heavy, but I'm not 100% sure what I could put back here. So we'll take this pretty big load. If it struggles to dump, we'll put a little bit less than this. If it dumps it, no problem. We'll just keep filling it up like this. Right now we're gonna head over to where the guys are. We'll get this first load unloaded. The thing that's gonna take the most time is honestly just taking the gator all the way back there. It's pretty far, but let's head over there, start knocking stuff out. Basically we're going from this grass area here all the way down this path. You can see I already have the gator there. Haven't unloaded the first load of rocks, but we're gonna follow this path here, knock this out. That's why here I actually came around, but most of the time we're gonna have to go around the other side. We just can't really make it through this gate pretty easily. It does make it through the gate, it's just a bit difficult. Plan is basically to start from this end here and go all the way around, but we're gonna get this load unloaded so we can quickly go back, get another load, start knocking out this section, and then we'll start knocking out the back section. If anybody was wondering, this is actually the same one we use for fertilizing. We actually just changed the fertilizer setup and we put this dump body on it. Pretty easy, it doesn't take that long. We knocked it out this morning. So it's been a couple hours since the last clip. I want to say maybe 3 or 4 hours. You could see the sun's actually going down. We only have maybe 2-3 more hours, but I've actually been struggling with this gator here. So the last load you guys saw me take back there, once I got back there, the gator ended up dying on me. So I had my pops from the gator back at the shop. I had him bring me the other starter, even though it's actually a gas engine in that other gator back at the shop. This one's diesel. It happened to line up, so we got it to work. Oh, that's nice. And now it doesn't want to crank again. It's in gear. Okay, it's in gear. And now it cranks right on. After hours of messing with this, it finally turns on. Like I said, we only have maybe an hour or two left. I'm gonna continue filling it up with the Mini, and then we're gonna continue this video tomorrow. We're gonna see how much we could get done today, knock out as much as we can, and we'll be back tomorrow. So just stressed at this point with this gator, but just glad it's working. We're gonna load it up and we're gonna head over there and continue working. we're all set here. It's already pretty dark, so we might as well head back to the shop and call it a day. It's not super late, but we're gonna be back here tomorrow morning anyways. Feel like we didn't get much done, but we honestly wasted a lot of time trying to fix that gator. Just making it back here this morning. The guys are already heading over to where the trail is. I gotta try to get this gator started. Hopefully it starts up no problem. It's a cold morning, so it's gonna take a while to get it started, but that isn't an issue. And the mini should start right up, so that shouldn't be a problem either. Let's get this gator started, and then we'll turn on the mini, get the first load in there, take it over to where the guys are. That way they can get started. All day we're just gonna be trying to get these piles down. We're gonna try to knock them all out today. It should be possible. It is still pretty early in the morning, so we have a bit of time, but let's start getting that first load on there, and let's head over to where the guys are. Get the ignition started. Not too sure if this has like glow plugs or anything like that, but let's leave the ignition running a little bit, and then we'll try to crank it. I think instead of killing the battery, let's just throw some fluid starter in there. I don't even think I got to take that filter case off. I just go right under here. Oh. Alright, we got it to idle. That way now it's going to warm up. I don't think I'm going to be shutting this car on and off like I usually do. That way we don't risk the same issue we had yesterday. So let's start loading up these rocks so the guys can get started. this point is just getting ridiculous. So now it wants to smoke. I want to say this is the fuel shutoff solenoid, and the wires are just smoking by themselves. I don't know if maybe there was a cut wire and it's making contact somewhere else, or I'm not too sure. I'm gonna see if I could have the mechanic come out here and take a look at it, but now I guess we're just gonna continue with the Mini. Probably have my brother come over here with the second Mini, so guess we're just gonna be coming back and forth. Compared to, I could bring like three, 4 big loads of rock. Now I'm only gonna be able to come with the Mini however long it takes back and forth. It's a shame too, it's actually looking really good. We might have to go a little bit wider here, but it's coming out good. We were making good progress. Kind of feel bad now because I was actually setting up the camera right here, but it only took a couple seconds, and then out of nowhere it just shut off by itself. Honestly, at this point I'm not even sure what's going on with that little gator. Probably be a good investment to buy a completely new one. At some point we had, I want to say, 3 or 4 of these small gators. We had 2 that were Toro brand, 1 automatic, 1 stick shift. The stick shift one was super reliable, never gave us any issues, would start right up, cold, hot, it would start right up. Then we had the automatic one, which was great as well. Used to use it to go around the shop. Ended up breaking out of nowhere. The red one as well, completely broke. Then we had another 2030, exactly like this one. It had the original fertilizer setup in the back. When that one broke, we got this one, and we ended up putting the fertilizer setup on this one. Honestly, I'm just glad it didn't break while I was doing some fertilizing last couple weeks. Maybe it was getting a bit too hot because I was struggling to go up this hill here. The other gator was actually gas, and we blew that engine up. I think the problem is we don't really maintain them that much. These things have never given us an issue till now, but obviously after so long of having them, and now from having 4 of them, now all we have left is this one green one, and it's completely broken. So we're at 0 now. We're here trying to figure out how we could get this running, and Carlos thinks he has an idea on how we could get this at least started. At least if we could get it running, we could make it out of here. Now we're gonna have to figure out how to take it out with the Mini, drag it out up this hill, because there's no way we're gonna make it past those plastics with that Mini trying to pull this. It's just gonna slide all over the place, but let's hope we could get this started.
El problema de que ese se apagaba solo, entonces lo que pasa es de que la computadorita lleva una computadora, pero la computadora no se puede cambiar porque parece como que viene con toda la cablería. Cuando me di cuenta cuál era la razón, miré que la pieza esa, cuando él calienta, él apaga.
Entonces por eso era que se apagaba.
Ajá, por eso era que se apagaba. Entonces yo dije, ok, esto está fácil, no me voy a complicar la vida más. Tú le preguntas, él gastó como $5,000 en el dealer, porque yo no podía, yo estaba muy ocupado y no podía chequearlo. Y me dijo que había gastado como $5,000 y no lo pudieron arreglar. Le cambiaron un relay, le cambiaron, la cosa que le cambiaron un montón de piezas y no lo arreglaron. Dale a arrancar. Ahí tiene que prender.
All right, so we just finished up with lunch. Thankfully, Carlos the mechanic, he was able to get the car back up and running. The gator's all set. My brother actually brought you can see Johnny there, he's coming with the MT100 with a much bigger bucket. He has the bigger skid steer bucket. So I'm gonna use the 85 with the smaller bucket to fill up the car. And I'll have Elias that's back there, he'll continue with the raking while Johnny uses the MT100 to take a couple buckets back there. Either way, it takes longer to just go back and forth than really the raking. The raking's pretty easy, so still have a bunch of rocks, so hopefully we can make some progress. All right, so we're basically done here for the day. The sun is going down. It's already pretty late, but we made it basically to the end of the path. We still have a bunch of rock left. All that is going on that trail there. So now we have to pass a small layer, making sure everything is nice and clean. I just want to thank anybody who took their time out of the day to watch the video. Any questions, any comments, any tips for me, leave them down below. Catch you guys next time.